All right, so International Women's Day is coming up this Thursday. There are so many things to be able to celebrate and see the achievements that we have done as women, but there are also still a lot of issues at hand. And joining us to talk about that is Cynthia Waldmeyer, joining us from the Amethyst Women's Addiction Center, Community Relations with that department. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
And also Lisa Middleton from the Sexual Assault Network. You're the coordinator there. So ladies, when you put the two of them together, you realize there are still a ton of issues that we're dealing with. And so a lot of this is going to be at a forum on Thursday.
Exactly. So this is actually, last year was the 100-year anniversary of International Women's Day, and this is the third panelist discussion that Amethyst has been a part of. This year we're really happy that we've partnered with Equity Services at Carleton and with the Sexual Assault Network, and we're going to be speaking about an issue which is very important to women everywhere and to men, and that is the issue of sexual assault.
What can we expect from this forum? What type of speakers will we be seeing in terms of some encouragement, or is it still the fear factor? Where will this cover?
Yeah, well, we actually have a bunch of different perspectives which are going to be there. We have a staff sergeant who's in charge of child abuse and sexual assault for Ottawa Police Services. We have a counselor from Amethyst Women's Addiction Center who does the sexual abuse support program, and we also have executive director of the Ottawa Coalition to End Violence Against Women, amongst several others. So you're going to be hearing a lot of different perspectives. It's taking place at Carleton in room 270 Residence Commons, starting at 10, and we'd love to get people out to see it.
Now, Lisa, this is open to the public and it's an open forum, and yet it's still very difficult for women to come and use your resources because they're not letting people know, they're not speaking out, and you must see that a lot.
Yeah, as the Sexual Assault Network, we kind of coordinate all the sexual assault activities that go on in the city, or we try to provide a network for community organizations as well as community members to come and talk about and to end violence, sexual violence against women. But still, it's a really hard and difficult issue for women to come forward about and speak to. Generally, about 1 in 3 to 1 in 5 women will be sexually assaulted in their lifetime, so it's quite a substantial number. But again, the women who are coming forward is pretty low.
And you know, when you think of that number, it's scary. 1 in 3 to 1 in 5. There's children involved in that as well, and not everyone is speaking out. The correlation, though, then with Amethyst and with women's addiction is that often a sexual experience will then relay into drug addiction or substance abuse.
And coping. Exactly. So what we find at Amethyst, I mean, the number is pretty scary. 50% of the women who we see will often develop an addiction that they've been sexually abused in their past, and that could be something that they experience as a child, something they experience later on. So it's more the rule than the exception, which is, pretty awful. And we're hoping that this conversation that we're holding on Thursday is a good way to spur a conversation, because it's an important conversation.
Absolutely. Well, ladies, thank you for the work that you're doing. Hopefully there's something to celebrate on this Women's Day, and that we're providing the services at least to give women the opportunity to take hold of what has happened. Statistics are still scary, though, aren't
they? Definitely.
Again, Thursday at Carleton University, room
270 Residence Commons.
And time?
From 10 to 12.
Okay.
Yes.
If you have the opportunity, please be involved and take part. We do have to take a trip now to Sarah Freemark. She's been checking things out at Silver Fox, getting a little metal work done.